Here's the top 5 list of the top 5 decks that are in meta that I think you should play this format. What's up, guys? So I wanted to bring you this list because I feel like there's a lot of players that don't want to spend $200 to play Pepe's, or $200 to play Cosmos or whatever it might be. So we're gonna make this list. Kicking it off with number 5 is Gravekeepers. Now this is a deck that definitely isn't going to be on top of all the competitions and all the, it's not going to be top tier, but it's still a fun deck to play against the meta because it has the options to shut down all special summons except for Gravekeeper monsters. And granted, Pepe's can pop cards, like if your Hidden Valley and Necro Valley's on board, they can pop it, but it'll buy you a couple turns. Maybe you can shut down their plays. Hell, maybe you can set up your field to where you can get over them. Yeah, so Gravekeepers. Number 4 is going to be Gadgets, because Gadgets is a very nice rank 4 spam deck that can keep up with the meta, per se. It is going to be a little slower than playing Pepe's and stuff. But I feel like if it's built right and you open right, you can pretty much beat Pepe's, or at least shut down their plays going into your like 101s or whatever and just taking their cards. Number 3 is going to have to be, in my opinion, Yugioh, because it's an OTK based deck, and OTK based decks are going to be very, very good against Pepe's, because Pepe's is an OTK based deck from what I've seen when I've played it. It's a lot of the times they just go for the OTK and that's it. Yugioh is the same way. You set your armor turn 1, pass turn. You could have back row, so you just, you'll have back row to protect you, and then next turn you just go off. Just fuck your opponents, go off. So that's number 3. Number 2 heroes, masked heroes. Because Darklaw just fucks up those decks. Because a lot of the time they need cards in grave, and Darklaw is just like, no, we're banishing them. And running triple Darklaw, it's pretty cool. Because it'll just fuck your opponent up. It'll take them off balance for a second. Yeah, you might still lose, but, you might have a good chance of winning, too. So, number 1. One of my all-time favorite decks of all time, for sure, Heretics. It's a very OTK-based deck, yes, and it can have its dead hands, but played and built correctly, it can keep up with Pepe's and Cosmos and all of them decks with no problem if they're built correctly. I was up at Uncanny the other day and they had a tournament, locals going on. I didn't do horrible, I did pretty good. I didn't come in first, but my build wasn't perfect yet. I was still missing a couple cards. If I would have had those couple cards, I think it would have been perfect and I probably would have won. But, I'll link Uncanny's Facebook page in the description box for you guys, so you guys can go check out their Facebook page. They're up by the King of Prussia Mall, and their locals is really fun. They got a lot of cool people out there. But yeah, Heretics is definitely number 1 on this list. All 5 of these decks on the list aren't very expensive, so they're relatively cheap to build. The heroes might be the only thing a little bit expensive, because Shadow Mist right now, I think, is at like $10. That's probably the most expensive card you're going to have to pick up. and Gaia the Dragon Charger, which I think is at 15 right now, 15 or 20. But yeah, so that's the top 5 list, guys. In the comment section down below, let me know what decks you guys think we should play that are non-meta decks this format. You know, this list is strictly my opinion, so, you know, your opinion might be different from mine. So just let me know. If you guys like this list, just give it a big thumbs up. And keep supporting the videos, guys, because we're getting there. We're getting more subscribers. Right now, we're up to like 260 or 270 subscribers right now. So, yeah.